Good morning, students. In previous lecture, we starts the lesson our internal organ, and we come to the point that is the digestion or the alimentary canal. The different organs includes in the process of digestion. The first part is the alimentary canal through which the food are intake and it reaches to the stomach. Okay, so in the stomach the digestion process happened. The process we will look through different points. The first point is digestive organs. Digestive organs are that organs which take part in the process of digestion. So we read this concept in these lessons and having with the explanation. So the process of digestion begins as soon as food is taken into mouth. Into the mouth we have a major system, that is the teeth, or organs, that is the teeth, tongue and saliva. These together help to convert food into a soft moist ball called bolus. The saliva mixed with that bolus and make easy to swallow that food. The bolus passes through the esophagus into the stomach. The stomach is shaped like a bag. In the stomach, the churned food includes the different digestive juices in the stomach to complete the digestive process. The digestive juices in the stomach brings about the digestive process. At the same time, the disease producing germs in the foods are also destroyed. The food changes into a thin slurry in the stomach. Then it passes into a small intestine. So it is the diseases which includes in the foods are destroyed because there are some pancreas which secretes the different acids into the food. Due to that acidic process, the diseases are killed in the stomach. After coming into small intestine, also the small intestine, the process of taking out nutritions from that foodstuffs started, the process in the small intestine uh, is very important for that body. The small intestine of an adult is about 7 meters long. The digestive juices in the intestine brings about a several digestive process. The secretion of some glands also help the process of digestion. As a result, these glands does the work of taking out helpful substance from that foods or juice. There are these are useful to the body and can mix with the blood. In the small intestine, they are absorbed into the blood. The remaining substances pass into the large intestine. The large intestine of an adult is about 1.5 meters long. Here, much of the water in the remaining substance is absorbed into the body, and what remains are the feces or a stool. The feces collect into the rectum for some time. So the rectum later on they are expelled from the body through the anus. It is very much uh, important that while the digestion of the food is continued, the water is needed for this process. Due to this, the foods keep moving through the alimentary canal up to the stomach. If one does not drink enough water, one that leads to the constipation. Because of constipation, the stool become very hard and it does not go or forward regularly. So in the body, every process includes water. Water, so the body absorbs water from that foodstuff. And secondly, in the digestion process, while this the swelling of the food is continued, the windpipe remains closed. If we eat in a hurry, it is possible that the piece of the food may enter into the windpipe and it uh, causes to choke on it. That is the reason why we must not eat in a hurry. We must also avoid speaking, laughing, and eating at the same time. So these are the 2 points that we must include the water into enough quantity, and while eating process we must avoid speaking and laughing. To churn the food, we must have a strong teeth. The teeth is the major part in the digestion process because it makes the churn of food. It includes the teeth. These tooth has a covering of enamels to protect the delicate inner part of the tooth. Enamel is the hardest substance in our body. So we must take care of these teeth. Every day we have to brush and keep clean these teeth. If we do not follow the cleaning teeth daily, the teeth start to decay, and due to this digestion process become hard. So we must keep our teeth clean. While we having our meal, we experience different tastes of different flavors. These sense, these tastes and flavors we come to know due to our tongue and nose. Sometimes we find the taste or a smell bad. It is because that food is spoiled. If we eat that food, it causes different diseases or illness of the body. So we must eat warm and just made foods. We must avoid that bad smelling food while eating. We have seen several organs work together and bring out the respirations. If one of these organs do not function properly, the process of respirations will not be completed. So, the group of organs which work together to carry out the functions of the body is called system. Thus, the nose, trachea, lungs, and diaphragm together make up the respiratory system. And the digestive system, it includes the tooth, that is the mouth, salivary gland, esophagus, liver, stomach, pancreas, a gland, that is, and then small intestine, and after a large intestine, the rectum and anus at the last stage. So, just like a respiratory system and digestive systems, we also have another system, that is the circulation of blood. As a result, in the process of digestions, our body generates energy. It is how, because of respirations, the oxygens enters the blood in the body and spread all parts of the body. The substances formed in the process of digestions also mix in the blood and reach to up to the all part of the bodies. So some substances act as a fuel, and the oxygens gets in the blood reaches up to these parts, and it helps for slow burning of these substances. In this process, our body gets energy. The body uses this energy to complete different tasks in our day-to-day life. After that, we have a different system, that is circulation of blood. What is circulation of blood? Our heart is act as a pump or pumping of blood continuously. Due to this, our heart contracts and relaxes. There are a network which is spread up to all organs or tissues of the body, that is through the vessels such as veins. These vessels carry out the functions of carrying blood from heart up to the different organs and carry from the organs up to the heart. It carries a pure blood from heart to the organs and collect impure blood at the organs and carry out that impure blood up to the heart for purification. The process of flowing blood through all parts of the body is called blood circulations. In the blood, there are many helpful substances which are carried from one part of the body to the other part of the body. It is possible due to circulations of the blood or a circulatory system of the blood. The heart and this network of the blood vessels together form a circulatory system. As long as we are alive, this process of blood circulations goes on continuously, day and night. So, this circulation of blood helps us to carry out pure blood up to the organs and collect impure blood from the organs and uh, reaches up to the heart for the purification. It also helps to carry out the substances which are collect from the foods, absorbed from the food stuff, and it reaches up to the different organs, which creates energy in our blood, and the whole body becomes capable to work out a different process. Another system which is present in our body is the nervous system or messaging system. In this process, like heart includes in the blood circulations, in the nervous system we have, there are different organs which are parts of this nervous process. This nervous process has a very important for our body to complete different tasks in day-to-day life, such as speaking, running, studying, playing, etc. Because for speaking, running, studying, playing, it includes to protect our body or to function in a particular manner of the body. This process or commanding different organs properly or making the balance of the body, keeping the balance of the body properly, it includes the nervous system or messaging systems with the brain. If we learn that the coordinations of the paying attentions for the different functions in a right manner, it coordinate these coordinations is functions maintained by the brain, because the brain commands the different organs due to this nervous system. These nervuses carry out the message from the brain up to the organs and from the organs up to the brain. The brain and the network of nervuses are together called the nervous system, and these nervous system functions coordinate all the bodily messaging system. Majorly of these three types of systems, our body also has another systems such as the skeletal systems, which gives a support and a shape to our body and protect organs inside the body. The excretory systems includes the expel of waste substance through the skins, These workings, all the systems are very complex. So here we complete these lessons. Student, if you did not understand any point of these lessons, please send me a photograph it and have a discussions on the phone of that point. To understand this lecture, you must read this lesson thoroughly and make questions as possible. As if it becomes very hard, then send me a message to revise this lesson, to revise make a revise of this lesson. Okay, thank you.